Hey, I can see my office from here. All right. Anyway, so welcome, guys. We might have a few people joining us in a little bit. Jimmy is actually off streaming the PvP event. I wanted to walk through the map functionality and some of the stuff that is going on the Ethereum sale, and chat with some of the people that are kind of partnered up with us or whatever. So yeah, it's a day, man. It's a day. I feel like it's been a whole freaking journey, getting here, and the amount of energy that's going on in the Discord is awesome. Stuff that's kind of been going on in the DAO for the last month. Our first kind of month as a DAO has been really incredible. And I think we've just barely scratched the surface of that. I think we're gonna only get better at that. There's just lots going on, man. There's tons going on. It's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Like I have kind of no clue how it's gonna go. We've been testing the tech behind it, like the map-based auctions, and doing our first minting on Ethereum and stuff like that. So all that should work pretty good. I will say, and I don't know if we did an announcement. We were thinking about doing one earlier today. We've been talking a lot about the fact that we want to have the NFTs be, one of ones where the picture is actually the underlying 2D map or 3D map. And that is not going to work today, but it's set up so that we can hot swap it on the fly. Maybe even inside of a week. So that was a feature that we've been planning for a long time. It just looks like it's not going to be properly ready before we launch. So, in true Uplift fashion, like we're gonna move fast and break shit, and that at least is coming really soon, not like in like months or whatever. It should be a few days, or I think up to a week. I want to give Flo some time to get that stuff done. Yeah, because I think like the one of one NFTs. Like the generic ones work, right? But like getting to the point where the things that we build, the land that's actually there, being rendered on the NFT itself, just feels like it's just a big deal. Hey Mackie, what's up? What's up, man? Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen the map already. If anyone has any, questions, comments, feel free to rifle those up here. I've been going in just trying to figure out. So I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of land as well. Jan, woohoo! Hello. How's it going, man?
He's fitting tools for the DAO.
Nice. Hello.
How's it going over there?
It's going good. It's going good. So hey, I just popped you on Tell everybody, I mean, this is Chen. She's from, the New Moon Accelerator, New Coin, one of the coolest connectors we've ever had. And like
And
kind of the Uplift secret weapon. She's going to say she's not, but she totally is.
I like strategy and biz dev.
Yes, all that stuff. So yeah, what are you guys doing? Where are you?
We're here having a dinner for Metaverse Summit and for ETC, which starts on Tuesday. Awesome. And so we're talking to everybody about what you guys are doing. Say hi to the Telos. They're doing their Ethereum stuff. Say hi. Stephanie.
Hello.
Hi. Say, am I talking to you? You're talking to Corey. And
you're on TV.
So I'm going to walk you around. This is we're on a podcast. Say hi.
Hello.
Say hi.
How you doing?
Corey. He's in the Metaverse.
Hi.
This is Alex. He owns this Ethiopian restaurant called Habesha in Paris.
Nice.
Hi, you're talking to Corey.
I did hear him.
He's in Florida.
He's in Florida. How is it there in Florida?
Yep. It's good and warm. It's good and warm. Good to see you guys. Hello.
He's I'm Alex too. He's Alex too. Okay. Say hello to Corey and the Uplift. They're doing their stuff with Ethereum. Hi. You see him?
Hi, Corey.
Hello.
Hi, Corey. Hi, Corey.
good to almost meet you guys.
So how's it going? It goes in what? It happens in 45 minutes?
Yeah. It's going good. It's going good. There's tons of people lining up for it. I think we're gonna go and take a look at the maps here pretty soon and try and figure out where we want to buy some land and get in there and start clicking buttons in about 45 minutes.
Legends of Elysium were here, and they said they will tweet out in like 45 minutes. They're going to the VIP sandbox party about your project.
Like you
and about them being there. So
that's brilliant. All right.
It'll be great. It's going to be an amazing sale, and everyone who doesn't get in is going to be really bummed.
Agreed.
All of this side of the pond is for you. We're going to hit up a club, and then we'll call you from there.
It sounds good. Party time.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Jen.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Ask him again.
When are you going to come in Paris?
As soon as I can. We
missed you.
See, Corey, you're a legend here.
Apparently.
Yep, legend. You see?
I'll get my butt to Paris as soon as humanly possible.
Okay.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye.
All right, ciao. She's awesome. Chan, for anybody who doesn't know, Chan is how we met IBM. She got us into the New Moon Accelerator. She's honestly just been a really amazing kind of partner and strategist. Even while I was doing the contract negotiations to buy the Uplift, she was an amazing resource. Anyway, so as far as the link, the smartest thing to do is just go to TheUpLift.world. Link. Got that right? There you go. And that pops up. I'll go there right now, actually. Might as well just use that thing. TheUpLift.world. There we go. 45 minutes. Pick and mint your land. It's not too terribly difficult. And of course, it starts on Ethereum. You should be able to see it now. Let me know if you can. Smoggles, Plas, Laptis. I can't see that. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that's working for you. Yeah. And then, if you want a piece of land, you just click on it. And and it's this price, 0.05 ETH, buy plot, blam. And then it takes you over here, and you need to attach your MetaMask, right? Do that, and then you just freaking buy it. It should just work. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm better now.
Yeah.
There we go. I was wondering how to make that work. So, what's going on? We just had I don't know if you were watching, we just had Chan on from Paris.
That was great.
Cool. Yeah, she's super fun. We might have Ken in a little while. We might have Jeff from NFT the Movie in a little while. But yeah, so we were just kind of walking through. The couple people were asking, if you can just click on the plot and buy it, and that is exactly it. You just can do that, which is fun.
It is super smooth. So yeah, you can click buy plot right now. I don't know if you've done it yet.
I have.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. When you connect the MetaMask. And yeah, so it basically just says check back at 6 p.m. Yeah, frickin' early bird.
Right.
Oh, you can't see that part. Anyway, it skips right over to enter.TheUpLift on a really slick page. No, you can't, Mackie. You can't buy already. So you can click on it. You can click buy plot. It takes you to our sales page where you can mint it. You attach your MetaMask wallet, and it basically will throw an error until 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in 43 minutes. It should let you buy plots, which is fun.
We posted in our announcements channel on Discord a link to the contract itself, a link to the sale page, and a link to the collection on OpenSea. So the collection on OpenSea has one plot minted right now. That's the spawn plot. As people start minting, you'll see them show up in OpenSea. It'll come up as a recently minted NFT. It does take like 2 to 5 minutes sometimes, usually on the 2-minute side, but like don't panic if it hasn't happened right away. As long as the transaction succeeds on MetaMask, you should have successfully bought the plot. You can always check your account on Etherscan to confirm that there's a token transferred to you if you're really anxious, but it will show up on OpenSea.
Fun. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna take a while because, like, I think I'm gonna buy like probably 20.
Right?
Which I don't know. I just want to go hard a little bit. I've got so many people I want to own land near, and then I was thinking it might be cool to just kind of like buy a block somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, I think it was Rebel Joker. He built on Gratitude. He redid a section of rail to be an aquarium. So as you go along, there's, fish and coral and all sorts of stuff. And I love that idea of taking a strip of rail and turning it into something. I managed to commission a big ice boat track to be built up in Gratitude, and it's built and it's ready to go now. But I also really wanted to organize like a museum of Uplift where we had like a section of rail that just goes into a tunnel and where you've got pictures up of the history of Uplift, all of our big things.
That's super fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, since you're here, I'm gonna pull the game up. We should do some gratitudes.
Oh, totally.
So we got 15 people here. Anybody that wants to throw up some gratitudes, obviously, most of you guys, if not all, I'm sure already know. It's a tradition we have. We have a giant building. We put gratitudes up for the team and for anybody who comes on the show. Feel free to put a short gratitude in the comments, and I'll actually throw it up on the monument where it will live forever for the rest of time. Yeah, so I was telling everybody. Excuse me. I was telling everybody about the updating images, and it's like it seems like it's set up to start working once we get the feature in there, which is awesome. So we don't have to like revamp anything.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think people in the DAO are aware, but like the original plan had been to use OpenSea's auction interface to do a lazy mint of these, and they changed a number of things and made it very difficult for us to set that up en masse at sort of the last minute. So luckily Flow's a whiz, and we were able to pivot over to this, and it works great. I mean, fingers crossed, knock on wood, but it's looking
right.
Good. And so like in many ways this is cooler, right? And this will be the core of future things. Like we can move this right over to Polygon or to BSC, and like it's still our own website, which is really neat. And we can find the process, and we're not dependent on any of the marketplaces, which is really cool. I don't think there are that many NFT projects on Wax, for example, that mint their own without using sort of the atomic standard or anything, and the atomic standard is so linked to their interfaces that it's just a very different process. But
right, yeah, that's cool. All right, well, I'll start. I'm grateful for Flow, the genius. All right, how about you?
Oh, I mean, I've got a lot of things that I'm grateful for today. But I mean, I think I'm grateful for this pre-sale energy more than anything. Like, it is hopping. Like, if you look at the maps for the worlds, there's a decent number of people in world all at the same time playing around, and that doesn't even show the Coliseum map
Right.
where the big event's taking place right now. The events committee putting that sign punch event on has been just inspired. It's a ton of fun.
Cool.
Like each sign that you punch leads you to the next one. So it's been a scavenger hunt. And
Oh, that's
like,
awesome.
I think some people finished it in 4 hours, but like it's been a long
Wow.
process.
I mean, that's pretty intense though.
Yeah. And I forget exactly how it works, but I believe you can start now and still get some shards. So like, don't hesitate to jump in game if you're good to go.
That's cool. Dennis, thank you very much for your gratitude, man. Yeah, grateful for everything that brought us to this point. Dennis, of course, has been a huge part of that. Yeah, Danny, amen. I'm always grateful for rounds that's explaining things in fine detail. Me too.
I'm glad it's helpful. Yeah.
It is. I just gotta learn how to spell.
So I'm sure that there's, a healthy mix of new and old people here in the chat and who are going to probably watch the video. If you're coming over and you're totally new to the ecosystem, like we've been around for, we've had plots for about 1.5 years now. We've had people in their worlds for a little over a year and a couple of months. And we were around a little bit before that too. Before the NFTs came into line. We've been over on the Wax chain, and it's great over there. They're the home of things like Funko Pops and Alien Worlds and, Hot Wheels and a few other projects right now that are kind of interesting. And yeah, it's been a really neat place to be. We've built a huge community up over there, like some really dedicated people. Wax doesn't have the same gas fees issue as Ethereum, so it often sees a big resurgence in people anytime ETH gas is really high. So like keep an eye on that next time there is a big upswell in gas, because it's a really neat chain to be on. Currently, that's where our rewards go as well. Like you get them in game and you can use them in game, use the Upliftium in the player shops, or request services in game. But there is also a way to crystallize it onto the Wax chain as a 1 million Upliftium NFT. You can also take that NFT and then turn it into a fungible token, and there's markets on Wax just like there is on Ethereum. We do intend to offer crystallization of Upliftium onto Ethereum as well. Like it's not a huge lift now that we've got the minting going. So like definitely expect to see that, at which point like I think the number will be higher. Like 1 million Upliftium is worth, I think, in the range of like 24 Wax. So it's like $2-3. That wouldn't be super economical to mint on Ethereum, so we'd probably look at like a 50 or 100 million Upliftium NFT. But we'll have all the same processes over there, and it will be something that is tradable.
I can't wait to get one of those. I wonder if we should like do some collabs with artists or something and like make denominations, but have them be like different art. Before we go too much further, though, I just want to say hi to Jeff Crane from NFT the Movie. Jeff, how are you doing?
Hey guys, how are you? Sorry I'm a little bit late. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Oh, that's quite all right. This was going to be kind of informal because I think a lot of people are out, checking out where they want their plots to be. I just wanted to be live so that if anybody had any questions about it, we could do that. Obviously, if anybody wanted to pop in like yourself and say hello, we'd be available for that too. While I got you here, Mr. NFT the Movie, what are you grateful for? And I will put it up on the wall.
That's a good one, man. I am grateful for my challenges. There's no way I could grow without these challenges in my life. So I'm very grateful for the obstacles that I seem to run into on a day-to-day basis.
That's a good one.
Thanks, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the invite. I'm so excited for everything, and it's amazing, how fast you guys have grown, or we've grown, the whole community per se. And I'm just super excited. So thank you.
Yeah, man, having you guys around has been really fun. We've met so many cool projects through the NFT the Movie ecosystem, and it's just been awesome. So maybe talk a little bit about, if you could, Jeff, like what is for people that don't know who you are yet, what is NFT the Movie? What are you guys doing? What's your plans for this year?
Good question, man. Last year, like most everybody, the beginning of last year, everybody kind of like, whoa, what's going on? And I didn't really want to compete with my friends who were doing, platforms and art and all this other stuff. And so the long and the short of it is that we started filming May of last year. And we, in like 3.5 months, submitted a feature film to Sundance. We didn't go through any backdoor connections. We live here in Utah. and we didn't get in, but it was such a blessing in disguise. And so this year we decided we're going to do NFT the movie docu-series, take all that footage from last year and this year and even next year, and we're doing 3 docu-series, NFT the movie West Coast, East Coast, and Puerto Rico and the Caribbean. We are also collaborating with other people to do to produce their movies. So in the case of like Ken Bozak, I mean, there's it's like a half a dozen of those.
Yeah, right.
Recently, we acquired a portion of a company called Metaverse Publishing, and now we're going to be offering NFT books alongside of the NFT movies. And so at NFT NYC, and you were there, you and Jennifer were there at the time, we announced that we're actually NFT the movie entertainment company, because we do art, music, film, books, and now we're a part of the metaverse as far as you know, Block Cities and Uplift.
Yeah.
So yeah, we start releasing our films, our mini documentaries by August and September, and we're going to submit one more film to Sundance. It'll be called NFT the Movie North America, and we're going to take all of those parts, West Coast, East Coast, Puerto Rico, and the Caribbean, and put it in there with some little sizzle. So yeah, that's what we're doing, brother.
Awesome, man.
And I love that photo, man. You guys,
right.
Wow. I'll tell you, I remember I woke up at like 3 in the freaking morning, and I don't know what was going on. Most people will wake up at 3 or 4 and they kind of go back to sleep. Anyway, I was up, and somehow I was in Ethereum, and I noticed that there was some building being done like overnight. So I'm so very grateful for, you know, Mike Smart, for you guys, you know, of course, for Jennifer. And we're just so very grateful to be a part of this community and family.
Indeed. Yeah, Mike, he just like, that guy's just gonna start. If you give him the opening, he'll just like, shit's just gonna get done while nobody's paying attention. It's just how he rolls. It's cool to see some people.
We just partnered up with Meta. Yeah, we just partnered up with him like last week, and so Meta Builders. And nice. So, yeah, we're just so grateful. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for the invite, too.
Oh, man. It's so awesome to have you guys here. So, yeah, this is one of Mike Smart's builds, actually. He's partnered up with Masters of the Bitcoin, the NFT line, and even got himself immortalized as an NFT and a toy, which is super fun.
Hey, man, before I put myself on mute, I want to tell the crowd who's live here and who might see the recording. One of my favorite times in New York was with you late at night. It was like, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock at night at the West End lobby while the NBA draft was going on, and you brought your guitar out there and were singing like Kumbaya and making up your own songs and freaking belting it out. It was freaking awesome, dude. I kind of stood back and watched what people were doing, and it was all vibes, bro. And so I love your nature, man. Thank you so much for being a part of the community and family, man.
Yeah, it was actually it was Taylor Alexander that had his guitar, because he actually ended up playing the Wax event that we went to, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, it was fun, man. A guitar and a few drinks. That was you know, how I used to make a living. So it's it doesn't take a whole lot to get me back on that train, which is a lot of fun. Sun's coming up. Oh man.
Now, is that every 20 minutes, like on Wax?
I think it's based on the Minecraft clock.
I see.
I think it might be every 20 minutes. So let's find out. Day length. It's about 15 minutes. Yeah. Daylight. That was before. You're totally right. The daylight cycle now lasts about 20 minutes. What's up, Formula 69 and Exquisite and 6 feet deep? What is going on? I don't know if I've met UFO Elk before, but cheers, dude. Hanging out at the place. we'll go and take a look at. This is the thing too. Like I was looking at some spots over yonder to pick some land up. But even just like getting anywhere near this valley, obviously, it's going to be some pretty high value stuff because people want to get close to spawn. This meta art tower is just freaking next level.
It's awesome, man. It's so really cool. Can't wait to meet those guys. I've heard that there's quite a few really awesome artists involved in that project on the walls and whatnot.
There really is. So yeah, these are all. I think they've got 35 artists, and I think they got one up from everybody, which is cool.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Holmes. What are you most excited about?
I am. It's funny, you know, because we put a lot of work into this, and it's brand new, and you know, it's. I think it's already going really well. Especially considering, you know, like the sort of like quote unquote market conditions or whatever. I think we've managed to build, you know, a lot of momentum just by putting in elbow grease. And so I'm just really proud of the team for you know, getting us to this point, right? Because we basically have had a couple months now since, you know, getting control and building it into a DAO and just grinding like crazy. So like I'm you know, excited that we are getting to I guess show off to a bigger and different audience than we've ever even done on Wax. But I think just the precedent that this I believe will set, I mean, we're gonna find out, right? You know, is something that I think is going to be able to carry us through any kind of crypto winter. Like, doesn't matter if the bottom's in now or if it's in a little bit, you know, later on or whatever. You know, we're going to be able to keep iterating and keep, you know, because we've got our schedule, right? Like, we've got, you know, the shit that we are going to be building, that we're going to be producing and figuring out. So yeah, I guess it's weird, right? Like surviving this when other companies are failing and running away. You know, means that we are set up for ridiculous levels of success. By the time any bull run comes around again, we're going to be in full swing, and we will never really have slowed down at all, which is pretty nuts. And it, like, you know, without the core team and the community that we have, it just wouldn't have happened. You know, it's nuts.
You know, we've talked about this before, Corey. You know, as fellow CEOs or leaders of our companies, you know. Thinking of a strategy, implementing the strategy, you know, following up, all those things, it takes so much forethought that I think it's like radical conservatism, like being conservatively radical. Because I think a reason, maybe some of the, let me back up 2 steps. So about 4 months ago, I was in Orem, Utah, and some guy, and I know who it was, I won't name names. Some person flew in on his jet, spoke to a bunch of college kids, and admitted they were burning $1 million a month.
Whew.
I almost like choked on my hot dog that they gave for free. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Those guys aren't in business right now. I guarantee you they're not in business right now. And so this is a really good lesson, even when things are really going really well, to be careful in how we grow, because so many companies implode because they go way too wide. Don't you think?
Yeah, without a doubt. On here, freaking Austin Linney. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true, right? And like, even, you know, some people that we used to know, you know, taught us that lesson. I mean, that, you know, that we could have been in a much different situation. Again, you're talking about being grateful for challenges. You know, I think we learned some of the hardest possible lessons, and I think, you know, the story as it's going to be understood 5 years from now, you know, we'll be grateful that we learned those really hard lessons early, comparatively speaking, right? Because I think, you know, we got clear and, you know, turn it into a DAO, and really, I think, are baking in an amazing foundation to move everything forward. But yeah, I mean, like the I've actually talked about like any spend that we have now during the bear market is effectively a crime scene. Right. I mean, that we want to be stacking as much, you know, resources as humanly possible, because once we get into Like we want like the DAO's treasury just wants to be full of all sorts of really fun crypto before the next bull run. I mean, that's the best possible scenario, right? Where we can 10, 20x our resources and runway. Anyway, hey, Austin Linney, thank you so much for coming on. As usual, you have a halo because you are a holy man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. What are y'all never not on Zoom, or is this like?
No, it's where I live.
Yeah,
This is how.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Well, how's it going, everybody? Everybody's doing good today?
Yeah.
Going right.
I mean, it's assuming that we don't get hit by a solar flare, everything should work pretty well.
Wonderful. Can we do like the next sale? Can we do it like where everybody's at like a kick-ass Airbnb in a mountain or a beach somewhere? Like, like
yes.
Same place.
I feel like you're threatening me with a good time there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, says the guy whose team just bought a hotel. So yeah, you just tell us where to go and we'll show up.
It's 3 hotels. Calm down.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 3 hotels.
I mean, we've joked before about like an Uplift conference of some sort, and wouldn't it be cool to like have our Polygon launch, our Matic launch coincide with the conference where people could show up and just like be there and be a part of it?
Yes, please.
Right where I'm at right now, my mentor would sure be happy. So,
I mean, that's all right. Where are you right now, man?
It's called Lakeside, Montana.
Nice.
So yeah. Well, yeah, man. I mean, the greatest community known to the world, the Uplifters. So anything I can do to support them is really all that matters.
I mean, that feeds into the thing I was most excited about when we were talking about what Corey was excited about. Like, I'm so thrilled to be welcoming an Ethereum community into an established metaverse that's been going on for as long as it's been going on, that's gone through our strifes, gone through our ups and our downs, and that has a group of people here that really knows what the Uplift is already about to act as that safety net. Like, I remember the onboarding when we first sold Uplift and we had all these people trying to get in game and figure out what was going on. And like, it was chaotic, it was fun. But we also were in no way prepared for it. Whereas now, like every new person is properly welcomed. They, get onboarded. They'll learn the ecosystem fairly quickly. Like, it is complex, and there isn't a single infographic that makes it super easy to understand. Like, I don't think that many people on the stream even know that all of these picture installs, they cost 400,000 Upliftium each, and that Upliftium is burned and removed from circulation entirely. So by setting up your gallery, you're actually also helping the Upliftium economy in a very direct way. And like, there's a whole Discord and a whole game full of people now that'll tell you all about that once you're here. So yeah, very excited.
Indeed. Austin was like, that's too exciting. I got to go.
I should probably, I'll stay for another 5 minutes or so, but I'll probably have to bolt before we actually push the button just in case. Like, I should make sure I'm paying
around to do the things.
It's too easy not to look at the Discord while I'm chatting.
Right? Yeah, that really is like the Discord has just been, a hive of fantascitude. English is hard at this point. I have a fantascitude. Tuttle. Hoy. Hey, I just want to give Golfy's shout out from Kawakami. Apparently, they just did an Uplift stream as well. They're building in DGen 1. They're the big red white K over there. TC just asked me to talk about the billboards. Yeah, we partnered with a few people for this one. So this is Curio Cards, the very first art NFT collection in existence. Historically known, they're kind of a big deal. They're going to be building in Ethereum. They're a good friend of mine, Max Infeld, is one of the artists that pulled that up. NFT the movie. I mean, we just talked to Jeff Crane. Jeff Crane is the CEO of NFT the movie, and like a genuine full on badass. Besides that, come on, it's ridiculous. Scott Pierce is Brock Pierce's brother. He's going to be curating some artists in the NFT space and creating a gallery in the Uplift. Like you do. Meta Art Club, another one of these projects that came to us through Chan, who we interviewed at the top of the show. She actually called in. Chris, did you see that? Chan was calling in from Paris they got like a metaverse summit they're doing over there, and she's of course talking us up. Apparently we're famous over there already. The IBM accelerator has some land. Chain Guys just popped in. Left House, you guys probably know from Wax. I didn't know this, but Left House and his nephew both have collections on Ethereum, and so we got them in, which is really fun. So this is the OXO. This is actually a record label NFT line that has been using 3D avatars and Bored Apes, basically like a lot of the PFP IP to create all sorts of videos and songs and just really fun shit. They're really cool to have around. Masters of the Bitcoin. Okay, so speaking of NFT the movie, this is Art Mob, and this is a guy Major that we met in New York City through Jeff and his family. This dude is like getting punched in the face by a rainbow, like just like the happiest freaking dude you've ever met in your freaking life. And he's doing all sorts of stuff in the NFT space. And so, like, we're just really excited to have him around and have him building. Jen's been helping him plan out some stuff.
Let me mention something about that, if I may, bro.
Yeah, of course.
What I like about what's going on is, a lot of times NFTs are like silos. They're monolithic. In this situation, you have the youth, you have multi-diversity. Major Dream Williams from the U.S., but families from Jamaica, is in Puerto Rico, but is international. And when I told him about what you guys were doing, he was like so stoked because he's bringing, this multicultural experience in. And how beautiful is that you guys are building, we're all helping, but you're building a place where people feel like welcome. It's kind of like reverse engineering the world as it is now and making it right.
I mean, that's the hope, right? Like, I think I really do think that the metaverse is going to be that, right? Like, and this just goes a little bit further into the future, and we're building like the Atari level versions of what's coming. But we do have that moment where, as we start building out these universes and these places where we can, connect and build and have fun or whatever, we really can put a better stamp in it, which is why, the gratitude practice and the general, like baking into the culture of the Uplift as much as we possibly can, right? Because it's going to have all sorts of people and it's going to, have more people all the time. But I think the stronger the kernel that we create, and we really have like the core community at Uplift, in the Discord, and the people that have been around since the beginning, the people that stuck with us through thick and thin or whatever, like I couldn't be more proud of the sort of principles and the culture that we're all kind of embodying. And I think we got a good shot to kind of make it as positive as we possibly can. So I totally agree. Thanks for bringing that up. Lisa Chandler, hello in the comments. So I'll just keep yakking about this stuff. So another one, this is Janice and Cheryl, the Mushroom Towers. I mean, you call anything the Mushroom Towers, and I'm instantly going to be a fan. But these two ladies are basically just, doing. I think they're thinking a lot about education and onboarding in the NFT space, and they're going to have a gallery in Ethereum. Love you back, Lisa Chandler. Mission DeFi. This is a good friend of mine, Brad. Is going to be building this, and he's actually got a team building Kilroy, which is like this, I don't know, cookie cutter software thing. It's super freaking fancy. And there's too many of these. This is going to take a long time. Whose idea was this to partner with like 18 trillion projects?
Well, and I mean, honestly, this part's going to be so thrilling too. Like, as you get your plots and you pop into worlds, there's a big billboard on pretty much all of these projects' plots with the project name on it. And so you can get to know your neighbors right away. You can even jump into their Discords, figure out what they're about, especially in the survival world too. Like, you're probably going to want to borrow a few resources from your neighbor here and there. So it couldn't hurt to get to know the embassies that are cropping up there.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I'm really curious to see, because like I know the Uplifters are gonna hit DGen 1 like a bomb, right? Like
right?
Especially with the way gratitude worked. I'm sure TC's got plans to get a shop out there. TC's kind of famously, like the second that the shops went live in the survival worlds, where you could go and basically put stuff on sale. He had people going all over the map, finding people that were selling stuff and buying all of it. Right, so that you could bring it to a central location, so that you could come and get basically anything. Not that TC knows business and is like an aggregator. He's the Uplift Sam Walton. It's basically like before Walmart turned into a piece of shit owned by the kids. He's the Sam Walton. He's been stockpiling.
Have you shown people the Genesis map or the 3D map of that? Because the sale page just has Ethereum and DGen 1 maps on it for simplicity, but we do have live maps of the other worlds too. And Genesis is such a neat example because that was another map that we started with some projects that were the nucleation points and people built out from there. Now that world is totally sold out and is, yeah, pretty cool.
I think there's thunder and lightning here. This is Brian. He's a giant wuss. He's like 120 pounds of giant suck baby. Every single time there's thunder, he's gonna try and crawl under my desk because clearly the thunder is going to kill him, and we're all gonna die. He's such a wuss. Anyway, so yeah, here's doesn't look like this is Uplift. See, this is the thing, like this is a freaking survival map. And like I've probably seen
yet, by the way.
Oh crap, sorry. Thank you. I've probably seen like 3% of these builds. Like I need to just go and hang out in Uplift for a month. Like,
go to 3D mode, of course.
Yeah, well this like I always want to show off the oh hey, look at this, the fun garden. So this is like people built this in so that it shows up from space. So here's what this looks like in 3D. Boink. Man, they're just building
so
massive
cool.
towers. So this, like everything here, Jeff, was all built in survival, which means you have to like mine literally every block or buy it, right? Because you can buy it with Upliftium. We got like another
from other
little,
players.
A little, yeah, from other players. They even like this is Uplift freaks me out. There's too much going on here. All right. Oh, that's Kami right there. You guys already got some stuff going on. Look at that. Cool.
Oh, that looks like a fun track. There's a lot of ice boat tracks that have formed up, and like one of the things that will be super cool is if enough people from Ethereum come over that would like to race, that we could get some leagues going. Because right now we have a huge skill gap where there's a bunch of really high skilled racers and then a bunch of lower skilled racers, but it's not quite enough to separate them up into leagues. So fingers crossed.
Right. So here's Ken's giant face. This actually hasn't. We need to update the map on Genesis again because he actually built a treehouse on top of his eye. We had him on the other day, and he built a treehouse on top of his face because, of course. But yeah, I mean, Genesis is just an absolute riot of creativity. This is actually KindCoin's raceway, and this is, I think, the first ice boat raceway that we've ever had. Rex Racers. Someone say racing. Yes. Mackie, can you buy DGen 1 land already? No. The sale starts at 11 minutes. Now, you can go to TheUpLift.world. You can click on the thing. You can get your map brought up on Ethereum or DGen 1 and be ready for it. When you click the buy now button on the map, it's going to take you to a minting page on enter.theuplift. That's where you connect your MetaMask wallet, and then you'll be ready to go. But it's going to throw an error until 6 o'clock. So,
Yeah, and so, yeah, that's basically it. I don't think it'll even let you put up the MetaMask until then, but if you tried to mint like from the contract, you'd see super high gas, and so don't do it. When we minted the spawn plot, gas was at about 56 gwei, and the plot cost 0.0039 in gas to mint. So you can use that as a reference. If it's cheaper in gwei than that, then it's going to be a cheaper price for the mint. If it's more, it'll be more. Obviously, if someone puts through a faster gas transaction than you, they might get through ahead of you and snipe your plot. DGen 1 and Ethereum have big plots as well as small plots, so I bet you those as well as the spawn ones are going to be pretty contentious.
Right? Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Okay, I should probably bolt.
All right.
Where things are running, post a few things in some Discords.
And seriously, like in about 5 minutes, I think I'm gonna play some videos for a while because like I have some land to buy. So you guys are just gonna have to talk amongst yourselves. Jeff, we can let you go and you can go and hang on. Thank you so much for popping in.
My pleasure, man. Hey, I wanted to say one thing. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this, but everybody, we're going to be doing a production. We're going to be doing a movie with Uplift, NFT the movie entertainment company, and the Uplift. So we're going to tell the story. People will be able to buy the NFT movie, and it's going to be all about Uplift. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about what you guys are building, and thanks for the invite again. Thanks so much, everybody.
Man, thank you, Jeff. Have a good one, man.
Okay, guys, much love.
Woohoo! Man. All right. There was one. All right, so yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys are ready. I got a couple that I'm scoping out. Man, there really is a lot of people. Check this out. Hold on here. I guess this is Chrome tab. There we go. Hey, Jordan, what's up, man? Yeah, there's tons of people scoping out some land. Jimmy's in there too. Yep. This is actually Austin Linney's place right here. See who grabs some land. Actually, I should grab some land around them. Yeah, there's so many amazing spots that I frankly don't want to talk about because I want to get some of them myself. Hey Lisa, sorry I didn't get to your comment before you took off. You know, some as far as stories for Jeff, I will absolutely connect you with Jeff, and he can because I would love to have you talk to him about that stuff and like the early days of the Uplift. And for those of you that don't know, Lisa actually built the original community website. She just like made it for Uplift, and had listed a touring service that popped up early on, and a bunch of different links to videos that community members had made. And we've got a bit of a storied history, right? I mean that and I'll tell anyone that'll listen, like, I think the game is fun, right? The metaverse is fun. Being able to connect and feel like you're in the same place with people is really important, right? That's a pretty sticky part of this whole thing. But what the gratitude monuments, I think, just brought to really stark relief for me, and it's a thing that I just can't forget ever, is that we're encoding a shared history into this place, right? The builds that we build now, they're going to be here for a long time, right? If you go in and build something with your friends, and you go and stand there, years from now, it's going to have an effect. I've experienced this. So this is not like a made up thing, right? Like walking into Cathedral 1.0, where a lot of us took shelter and solace together in the early part of the pandemic. We were putting up gratitudes and watching sunrises together. Like I get verklempt every single time I go there. Like it's a really it's a very real deep feeling that is evoked. And I think as we do this, more and more of us are going to have those those shared experiences that get literally built into what we're doing here. Anyway, we got 6 minutes before the sale. I don't know which one should we get. Again, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to turn a video on. I will leave this up here. If anybody has any questions, I'll be around buying shit myself. But I'll be around to field any questions. Again, like, we're pretty sure everything's going to work. I mean, I'm going to be kind of amazed if it does. We've been testing it, right? Like it should all work, but this is the first time for us. So, I'm not going to be insanely surprised if something breaks once we put some load on it. So I'll be around for that as well. And as we get updates, if anything gets squirrely, we'll be able to cover it. I mean, it's also possible everything is just going to work, which is the whole thing. But for something to go perfectly smoothly, that's just not the Uplift way. So I'm prepared for any of the crazy. Frickin' Nathan,
what's up?
How you doing?
What are you up to, man?
Oh, we're doing this little sale in about 5 minutes. How are you doing?
Good timing. I'm on just my own plane of existence, I suppose. Just I can't get into it, but I was adventuring a lot today, mentally.
Nice. Yeah.
And it only took about 4 hours this time, which is pretty cool. But feel good.
Good. All right. Well, this sale starts in 5 minutes. I was just going to start a video because I'm literally going to be in there clicking shit and buying stuff.
Fuck it. I just want to say hi to you.
Thank you so much for doing that. I freaking love you, man.
I love you more.
I just, and honestly, I can't wait to get on that same plane of existence with you and some freaking guitars. I'm jealous of all the guitars you got are hanging around there.
Yeah, I have a couple here. There's
Good
a lot
shit.
of instruments. There's 4 of them in this room, actually. One's being painted, 3 are playable, 1 is a broken string.
All right. Well,
A lot of info.
get that one some love. Awesome, man. Well, thank you for coming in and saying hey.
Yeah, just
yeah. Rex, was Nathan hanging out in the Mushroom Tower? I don't know. Were you hanging out in the Mushroom Tower?
Yeah. Ding. That's a tooth sparkle. That's all I have to say to that.
That was a tooth sparkle. Yeah.
What do they even call that?
I don't know, but the second you said it, I'm like, I could totally see it in my mind. Like that worked way more than it should have.
We don't know what it is, but like, we know what it is.
Yeah, we know what it is. We know
Cool.
what's up. We know what's up. All right. Well, say hello to the universe for us. Thank you for all you do and the example you set in the world. You loving bastard, you.
And you too. And I'm just happy I got to, exist with you for like a second. And,
Yep.
I had to hop in real quick and just wish this sale good luck. Blessings on everybody. Blessings on the Uplift. And, long live. God bless.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, we got 3 minutes left. I'm not peeing. You're peeing.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying it. Like,
good.
I have some interesting plans for, what me and Dima are going to do with our plot. And, yeah, it's cool. I basically want other people to do stuff with it. This is the way. Like,
making it a community thing is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, like do what you want on it. Just convince us. You can convince us that you should be there, and we'll let you build whatever you want. So
that's awesome. This is the way to go. This is totally the way to go.
Basically.
All right, man. I'm gonna just play some stuff because I gotta get ready and click some buttons and shit. So like,
yeah,
you guys have fun.
Zone anyway, so
what's that?
Good. I'm in a weird zone anyway, so it's all
yeah.
good.
No, man, dude. Thank you so much for popping in.
I've seen all the messages on my phone, so I've had it off for a little bit, and I was just like, "Oh shit, let me just hop in here real quick."
That's brilliant. All right,
I think I've got a minute or two.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
All right. Ciao.
Ciao.
Freaking love you, dude.
Hey, man.
All right. Here we go.
It's going to be good. Can they still hear us?
They can.
Okay, good. I had to make sure.
Right?
I gotta be careful on hot mics.
Right? It's just, you never know.
I'm spicy.
When I'm just gonna hot mic this shit. I freaking love this one, man. Yeah. Just it's funny too, like watching. This is very often the first video I show to people. Right, and they're like very often in the NFT art space or whatever, right? So they'll like be kind of in wonder of all this stuff, and then it zooms out to where it's that cube that's being held by the hand, like in Minecraft build, and like, wait a minute, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, it's that cool. And this is like one of 1,000 builds.
Yeah,
not that I get Lisa, may the odds be ever in your favor. Hopefully, no one dies. Except in the PvP event that's going on right now, like only
we all have to die.
Only one.
That should actually give us a lot of comfort if you think about it. It's like what are we trying so hard for?
All right, we got 1 minute left. Boy, it's so scary. Oh jeez.
So
oh jeez.
I want that.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, I think they're going to end up putting it on for sale, and I yeah. Have you seen the Crypto Monkey build? Those banana wielding weirdos.
No, I haven't.
All right. This is the longest minute ever. It is the longest minute ever.
Is it 6 p.m. right now?
It hasn't clicked over yet. I'm refreshing my page. I mean, it is technically 6 p.m. But
yeah,
the thing has not flipped over yet. So I'm just going to keep refreshing like a freaking lunatic. Huh. I think I just minted one. Well, shit.
Whoa. Did you mint the first?
I don't know if I minted the first one. We actually minted one before.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, all right. So this is going on right now.
Jeez.
Thanks for hanging out.
It's happening, y'all.
There's a couple that I actually wanted to buy. I wanted to buy a couple specifically for Jeff, who just popped in here from NFT the movie. He asked if I could like kind of hold them for him, and like other than the embassy plots, we really were not going to give anything else away. So that's a whole thing. I think I might have just secured them. I'm going to give him one. And remember Steve, who had us on the had us up in the Hamptons. I can get this one. There's no way this is going to be available. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, geez. Oh, man. All right. This is going down. It's going to be interesting because like things take a little bit of time. I'm not 100% sure. What the delay rate is, right? So like if like I really hope it's fast enough that people don't. And the gas fees are so low. Like we're paying $1 in gas for each one of these transactions right now.
Wow.
Like that feels like a fucking blessing, frankly.
That's like 2019 gas fees.
Right? It's like the gods have just looked at us and be like, hey man, you're good.
You're good.
It's gonna be all right. That's the Meta Art Tower, actually, by the way.
That's awesome.
I'm actually gonna buy one right next to the Meta Art Tower right now. Boom. Boom. Skittle. Yeah. 93 cents in gas. That feels like cheating. Boom.
It feels fake. Like that doesn't.
It does. Feel like it doesn't feel real. 93 cents in gas. That feels like cheating. Oh, and I just brought up.
Whoa.
Oops. That's meta. This is getting a little weird right now.
And now let's learn a little bit about different dimensions.
Yeah.
Okay.
let's check in on the different dimensions. It's that Wise World thing.
Like we could be the same soul, just in different bodies, looking through different. Like, there's no way to tell that I'm not you and you're not me.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jordan, I think I picked up a couple of the 64s myself. That feels like cheating.
I love this video.
Sorry, somebody's got a question here.
What do they want to know? We can answer anything. Ask us anything, we dare you. I even know the answer to the universe. Try me. I'll just tell you, it's 42.
Perfect. Perfect.
And everybody knows that. Everybody knows. Google it.
Yeah, you could just go. You can Google it. It's no problem.
Google 42 meaning, and it'll tell you it's the answer to the universe. I'm not kidding.
It should. I mean, that is. All right. There we go. All right, cool. Well, Jen's in there helping now, which is fantastic. All right, so I got to buy some on DGen 1. I'm going to pick one up next to... oh, you know what I got to do, too? I got to grab one, a couple next to... 99 cents. This feels like... I don't know, man. The gods are smiling at us.
Hey, man. They're there.
That's brilliant. So I gotta pull up. I don't know if you guys saw the thing.
Is that the rocket gallery?
I think that no, that was the Vine gallery. That was actually done by Emtiber that did the.
Yes, my bad.
He did the mall gallery.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not very good with my Uplift history. I'm a bit of a stoner, so I kind of forget a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one always gets me.
Yeah, me too.
It's massive. Doesn't even make sense if you think about it. It's just so damn big.
All right. This is me furiously snacking up some stuff for my good buddy Russell.
Ooh, I think I know Russell. Shout out Russell.
Yeah, Russell Chorus.
Yes, we love him. Bro.
He's such an awesome dude, man. We got to hang out with him and his wife Jordana in New York.
I like people that are like genuinely just nice people to hang out.
Yep, it's freaking gem, man. And like, you know, good business sense and one of the best kind of networker connectors that I've ever met. And just like, yeah, his heart's in the right place. Like, it's like having your brain in the right place is good. Having your heart in the right place and your brain in the right place at the same time means that I want to know you.
There's something cool about people that are like aligned in terms of heart and mind, and then also well connected because they're able to have like decent influence in the world that way. Like, I think he's able to do good because he's a smart person with a good heart that's talking to big people.
Well said. Oh my God, gas is $1.36 now.
Are you guys raising the fee by just using the
dude? I'm amazed. For anyone that doesn't know from Wax, like this gas is insanely cheap. Like if gas was $10, I'd be saying it was cheap. The fact that it's like $1 is nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Anything like 60 or less is kind of cheap for gas if you really think about it.
Right.
If we're talking about like all the fees that we saw in the last year or so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've paid some hefty ones.
That one is reserved.
But, you know, it's also kind of like a filter, quality filter. Like if it costs a lot to mint things, like, you know, people are a little more selective about what they meant. Utility usually wins. And it's not always a bad thing. It is expensive, of course, but it's not always bad for business because quality products make it through the door. It's like you can't afford to like send a bunch of spam NFTs.
Right? Yeah, it's almost like, you know, you can't give out 1 million NFTs randomly.
You can't do anything like that because it'll cost $100 million.
It'll cost all the dollars.
Cost what? That is crazy. That would cost like seriously.
Yeah.
I want to do the math on what that would have been.
It would have been a gajillion dollars.
I'm just thinking, like, I might Google the date and the gas fee.
Man, the freaking amazing horse jump. I think this is actually Mitzi's husband who made this music.
Whatever it is, I'm loving it.
Yeah, dude, like it's super weird, and I love it.
I'm doing like a weird dance. I don't know what this dance is. Just kind of like wobbling my shoulders, and then I'll move back this way.
This is the way.
And I'll work it like a typewriter or something.
This is the way, my homie. All right, well.
When I leave camera down here for a minute, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just doing something personal.
Good job.
That was really weird.
All right. I mean, you know, you gotta do your skin. Mackie, so you can only offer right now? No, you can straight up buy them. Like that, we're just buying them. This is just a buy button. You go in and you buy it.
I have a job and they might be watching, so I gotta be careful.
Yeah. God forbid you act like the rock star you are.
This can be implied. It just can't be like blatant.
Sure.
I'm sweating.
Man, I miss corporate America so much. Just kidding. Don't.
I'm about to
how long until you can build in these lands? Honestly,
Call of the Wild.
It should work right now. Now I should say one thing that was a feature that I don't think is gonna work right away. I think it might be like 2 or 3 days. Is whitelisting people, right? So you're gonna be able to go yourself and go and build on it. It's gonna take us a little while longer to connect that part of our system to these NFTs in the background. So that's a thing. But they should be able to, like, if somebody's coming into the world for the very first time and like this NFT is the first one that they've ever had, it should just work, right? Like in our system, We've tested them out, and you should be able to buy that NFT. It's going to act as a passport. It's going to get you in world, and you should be able to build on your land like right now. Now, feel free to, let us know how that goes.
Feel free to correct us.
Hopefully that works. What's up?
And that's not on me, y'all. I'm independent. I'm a free soul. Don't yell at me if it doesn't work.
Just leave Nathan out of it. He's just here for moral support, man.
I just thought that'd be hilarious. So
oh man. Actually, you know what?
God.
There's no way. There's no way this 64 is going to be around. It's not. Okay.
I'm just happy that everything's like working, going good. I know that this shit can be a challenge sometimes, and I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff in this tech space or whatever, tech world, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I love when these things go well.
Me too.
I know it's a weird thing to say, but
no, dude. I mean, this can be a complex thing. Oh my God, gas has doubled, Chris, to $1.82.
Shit, I shouldn't have tagged Dima.
Oh man, that's freaking funny.
They found out and they're like, raise the price.
About 160 minted. Yeah, so that's the thing, man. I think there's people that I think it's gonna take days, right? I don't think it's there's gonna be land around for a while, which is exciting.
Yeah, it's cool.
I do want to pick up some rail. Oh man, it'd be cool to pick up some rail that's under a mountain. Let's grab that. Oh, it's even available. Fucking A. Fucking A. How am I doing?
I stay away from rails these days.
What's that?
I said I stay away from rails these days, and I will for the rest of my life.
Fair enough. All right. I still have some Ethereum left. That's good.
I'm an open book.
I'm an open book.
I love these flowers. What is this? Does this have it?
That's in the Q gallery.
Jeez, that's beautiful.
Yeah. It's freaking good stuff.
I gotta get in here more. What is wrong with me? I support it. I'm not up in there, which is kind of like
I need to get in here more. 180 now. Whatever, it's cool.
It's fluctuating quite greatly.
I think somebody went in and bought all the crossroads. You freaking smart assholes.
It was Sebastian, you know it.
Yeah, right? Yeah, he's gonna have things up in every freaking corner of the universe. That's brilliant. I did want to grab up near. Let's see if these ones are available. Up in the corner over there by a bellow. Network is busy. Gas prices are high. Guess what gas prices are right now?
$3?
$2.20.
That's not bad.
All of our activity is spiking gas prices to $3.
I mean, if you think about how many people are in the world and how many transactions are going on right now using fiat currency, and then how many transactions are going on Ethereum or any blockchain,
right? It's ridiculous.
We're very small.
Super ridiculous.
We're so small of an ecosystem. People have to understand that things will actually affect it.
Yeah, right. Hey, thanks, TC. If you need TC saying if you need a hand gathering material on your plot, let me know, Corey. I absolutely will, because I mean, you know how much I get to play, and it's like a pathetically small amount. Yep.
Hello, TC. Love you.
TC's the shit, man. Yeah, they really did go and buy all the crossroads. You fuckers. Well done.
That must have been like a concerted effort.
It makes sense. I mean, the crossroads are the way to go, especially if you do portal hubs or it's an awesome place for shops and fucking shit like that.
Yeah,
makes sense, man. Makes sense.
Yeah, if I wasn't on some sort of galactic journey all day, I probably would have gotten the resources capable of.
I love that you're here during your galactic journey.
It's like tapering off.
This makes me happy.
There's still a few stars.
Let me see if I can. All right, just buying up a little chunk next to Austin Linney. Get some real estate around there.
Shout out Austin Linney. We had to reschedule our podcast together. I was going to be on that show. Hit me up, bro. Yeah. You owe me one.
Yeah, you should. You should totally do it, man. That'll be good.
I canceled on him because I think I had the sickness or whatever we call it. I don't know.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, I feel like I'm gonna die. He was like, oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't die.
I just haven't, like,
dying is lame.
He's very nice about it though.
All right, well, okay. I'm gonna take a pause on my acquisitions.
You let the gas drop again for a second.
Down to $2. What's going on here? No, we don't need any of this shit, dude. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Almost knocked something over.
Anyways, so yeah, I mean, this is happening now. It's like a thing that's just real. We're just on.
How do you feel now? Do you feel like is this a relief? Do you feel better? Are you angry? How are you?
That's a good question. Like, I guess it's a bit of a relief, just because it's always awesome when by any measure it looks like this just worked really well.
Yeah.
Right. So like we're multi-chain now. We can do, and Chris brought up before, the way that we did this means that Polygon, it's gonna look just like this, right? We're gonna be able to take these tools in this method, and bring it over to Polygon or to Telos if we want to go over there, or even to Binance Smart Chain, where I'm sure we'll be before too long, right? So we'll be able to do that. And again, like it's going to be, that the next step for us is going to be figuring out what chain to go to next, right? And it really is like the quality and the amount of partner projects that we can bring in. That's the critical thing for dropping on any new chain. It's going to be okay. Like how many communities can we bring in to build, like enough critical mass to basically cultivate the demand before we ever mint anything, right? Which is sort of like how all this stuff needs to work as we do it. So yeah, I'm already figuring out what's next, and honestly, like I'm gonna have to take a break because I suck at doing that.
I was gonna suggest that for maybe at least tonight after I settles down, and you can tell me to F off if you want. Like, what do I
dude, I know you have my and TC's gonna yell at me too. He's like, dude, you need to take a break. I'm like, yeah,
there's two planes that you and I exist on a lot, and that's like reactive and then reflective.
Yeah.
And I feel like one is like a lot, like you and I are pretty reactive to things, and we're also pretty like reflective. Like we'll kind of sit back and try to like take things in, try to like look over like what can I do better, what did they do wrong, all this stuff, what do they do good. And I would say like maybe go reflective instead of reactive at this point, because it's tempting to either go like, yes, this is awesome, or it wasn't good enough, or like it's.
Well, I mean, that's especially considering where we're at, right? This is going to earn us some runway.
Yeah.
Not enough, right? Like the next step is to build more runway.
Right. And that's reactive though.
It is, but it was always the plan, right? Yes. Like that, and
now it's time to just like enjoy this shit.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll take tonight. I mean, the thing is like, yeah, the talk about, gratitude, like now, yeah, I don't want to go too far down that road because I'll get all verklempt, frankly. But like, okay. 2 months ago, none of this was going to happen, right? Like 2 months ago, we were trying to figure out if any of this would survive at all. So like, from that to this and having, dozens and dozens of really, really amazing partner projects. Launching on an entirely new chain, showing that we're going to be capable of doing this all over the place, freaking people the fuck out with the features that we're going to, add over the next little while. Already testing going on Unreal 5 and booting up the next level of technology for the metaverse. We're set up to do some really interesting things.
I really love the proximity chat thing that people have been talking about.
Right. I mean, that was on our nonlinear roadmap to start developing anyway. And then, because we want to make neighbors, and create network effect with any project that's out there that's doing metaverse. That's real. Mm-hmm. Like that's not a joke. We're not competing with them. We want to, create value together for anyone that feels the same way, right? For some projects that are really obviously zero-sum game and they see it as competitiveness, they're going to self-select themselves out of working with us, right? Which is
some of these collisions can be totally positive, and
it really can, right? Yeah. And that's we had the Metacraft guy Matt on the Twitter Spaces. I think you were there for a bit.
Yeah, it's cool.
right? And yeah, they've done some really amazing things, and they're building kind of more of a game than a metaverse.
Or like
right?
Solana, right? I think Solana.
That's where they're going to be minting. Okay. It's not going to surprise me too. Like, I'm really curious to see where we go next, and I think that a lot of that is going to be, you know, how much energy sort of context can we produce, you know, to decide kind of where we go first. TC, the 240 means that 240 have been minted, so we're about what, 12% minted, I guess.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's not bad for 20 minutes, right? And this is the thing, like, I think if this
hard to do right now.
What's that?
That's hard to do right now with these conditions.
Oh yeah, and I feel like so many of the communities have yet to start building, and they're going to, right? Like, I think it's only a matter of time before these maps, you know, sell out, and I don't think it's going to take too long, which is good, super good.
Yeah, I think it's good that they can or will. I think that just what's important is that, like, people are excited to build community around it and not just kind of like buy it up, hodl it. Like, it's not a hodlable asset in the sense that, like, you just buy it.
It is, but yeah,
like, it's like it's a true utility asset. Like, and it's cool to see people excited and the fact that they understand and that they're like, I don't know, like this isn't just the same old crowd, but it kind of is. Like, it's half the same old crowd and then half like a new crowd. And
right. I think what Chris was talking about is that, like, you know, we're obviously bringing a lot of new people into our ecosystem, but we've got such a powerful, you know, a kernel of people that are already, you know, kind of on board, and you know, there's going to be amazing builds in Ethereum and TGen1. Like, within 48 hours, we're going to start seeing stuff that is really, really exciting. So yeah, Jordan, as far as like the supply for Ethereum in the short term, this is not like a total supply and we're never going past this, that we haven't actually set that amount. And I mean, we could probably have a DAO vote if we wanted to do that, but we haven't done that yet. But the number for these ones is about 2,000 plots between Ethereum and DGen. And I don't imagine we're going to mint, you know, any more on Ethereum in the near future. So it should be relatively scarce for quite a while. Like, I'd love to see us go to 4 other blockchains before we do anything else on Ethereum, but we'll see what the DAO thinks.
Is that the plan overall, to like scale to other chains before you scale up on each chain? Like,
yeah, right. I mean, I think so. And again, like, all of this is kind of subject to DAO vote, but I think it makes way more sense to go to all the other chains and, you know, build out, you know, that big Grand Central Dome kind of motif, right? Like, it's already set up. So that, you know, that's going to be the center of not just the ETH Dome, but ETH and Solana and you know, Binance Smart Chain, and wherever we go where there's just tons of action is the requirement.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So Chris agrees. Therefore, it'll probably happen. Yeah, I wanted to see. There you go. Yeah, I went on OpenSea, and I just got a fuck ton of NFTs. Fun. Look at you. Hello. That's fun.
Man.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, and I think I'm probably gonna buy more tomorrow. That's true. If you're on OpenSea, trying to figure out what plot you got. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so you can actually go if you want to figure out what plot you got. You can go on OpenSea. You can click on the asset and go to location, and it'll give you the location. This is the one I clicked on now. Is 576640, which is actually the name of the region. But you can also, like, you can go to world maps and map that out and see where that's at. Or you can go in game and, you know, just hit you know, I think it's F3 will bring up the stuff in game, and then you can go to it that way. So yeah, that should work. Man, Jimmy D.
Hola.
Oh,
how you doing, man?
I'm all right. I mean, I'm sitting on the floor in my bedroom because the cicadas, the cicadas are flipping ridiculously noisy
You're mad at the cicadas today? That's so cool. I'm so happy that you're mad at something with nature because I just like, I don't know.
No, like it's just like, it's really hard. You don't even know, man. Like, I'm just gonna open my door, Nathan. I live on the 11th
You don't
floor.
even know, man.
Just listen to this. Can you hear that?
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah. What'd you do?
Wow, they sound scary.
So
what'd you do? What'd you do to them? They sound upset with
I
you.
don't know where Jimmy D is. This is Jimmy D's house, by the way. Here.
I've been finding you in the city. It's real. They're just all gathered
right?
around.
Like, I'm in the middle of the city and they're ridiculously loud. Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
Tell me where to buy Ethereum.
Okay.
I got, like, send me a link or tell me, because, like, I got a little stronghold in DGen 1. These sunflowers are for you, by the way. They're fun.
Well,
but I don't have anything there yet.
I mean,
I'd like to be
so
my good friend Corey.
I think I actually picked up. I think I picked up some 64s in Ethereum. Let me figure out.
I got a 64 in DGen 1.
Nice. What's up, chain guys? What's up, chain guys?
Yeah, I mean, all in all.
All right, so that's a 32. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out where my 64 is, and then we can maybe buy up some land around it and make.
Yeah, that'd be good. I went hard on
thing.
Is it all mind expanding substances that give you really dry mouth, or is that?
No, that's just you, home slice.
Holy shit!
So I went hard around the mongs. I monged it up.
Oh, nice. 64s absolutely have location on them. I'm staring at it right now. Jimmy, I'm gonna send you the location of this in the private chat.
Ooh.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, we're being super ninja right now.
Real also a little sultry.
It's a little sultry.
What does that even mean? I mean, did I use that correctly?
Sultry. I don't know, man.
Who cares?
Is even a word? I don't know.
Word here, word there.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a lot of water there.
It's creative.
That is true. It is in creative. So
Jimmy loves the water.
Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
The whale picture I'm referencing.
I think I am gonna pick up another one right around there, just for the fucking hell of it. Boop 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 boop. Fucking gas fees, Jimmy. Like,
I know, right?
Whew.
Super low. It was great.
Yep. I feel like the Ethereum gods have blessed us. One of my 64s don't have it. Is it possible? Like, it shouldn't be. So if you're on OpenSea and you can't see the location on it, just check that out. Now, here's something I haven't checked yet. Did they show up in enter.TheUplift yet? And I imagine
I didn't check that either.
Because I logged in. Let's check it out.
Check it out.
Keys are loading. Might take a hot minute. Oh man, I got 10 million Upliftium to claim. Good talk.
The new NFTs are really cool though, man. Like, they look great.
Yeah, they do. Especially like once we get them into the point where they're showing the updated images and stuff like that. I'm super excited for that.
What time is it there, Jimmy?
It's 7:30 in the morning. So we only have one air conditioner, and I think, like, Nathan, I'm moving, right? Like I'm moving, and so, like, my house is a mess, and I had to get up this morning at 5:30 to do a live PvP thing inside the Uplift, and yeah, it's like, luckily my alarm didn't go off, and because if my kids wake up at 5:30 in the morning, it's flipping insane. So, But I got up and I told the events committee, they mailed me. They're like, are you awake? Are you awake? I'm like, yes, leave me the fuck alone. I'll be there in 20 minutes, right? It's like, so, I'm not a morning person. I'm not really at all. All right. Yeah, I like it, right? Like if you go to OpenSea, you can see all of those really cool land keys that are sitting out there. Where are you, Nathan? I didn't even know where you are.
Physically, mentally, or emotionally, or spiritually? What are you talking about?
Like in the world, where are you?
North Carolina, and that's a part of the United States. If you don't know.
No, I meant where in the uplift.
All I know is that I'm in the bottom right, and that's I don't know if that's.
I've heard that's a very nice spot at the bottom right.
It's good. It's like if somebody had like 4 arms, it'd be like the 3rd or 4th armpit. I can't tell, or 2nd or 1st. I mean, it depends on if top is bottom, top left.
Gorgo.
It's just perception, really.
Right, Gorgo.
But I like it because I like being nestled up against like kind of. It's fun. I could see infinity, and that's kind of it. I like that.
Yeehaw.
All right, I think I might have been successful. We'll have to see. It's a little bit. The one thing that was a little bit difficult was it was a little bit difficult to figure out if you actually got. Hi. If you actually got the land plots.
Yeah.
Took a while, right? But yeah, the gas was good. The transactions went through. Hi. You know,
hello.
Can you say hello? Hi. Hello. You want to show them your cool little dress, like Nike girl there? Hi. That's weird.
Yeah, chain guys, I'll totally check my DM store, man. Nope.
Yeah.
Problemo. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I feel weird being in my condition.
Like a whole family affair here.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it wrong for me to be in this condition and then also like talk to a kid?
I think it's only wrong if you keep mentioning your condition.
No, and not at all. I mean,
it's totally not. It's a joke.
Someday she will just like know you as the guy who has perpetual conditions.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, we all live on a different like plane, really, more than anything. And that's all I'm in. Is a different plane of my normal existence.
I mean, we're in a bear market, so the plane's a distant dream. But like in a month, I'll be living on a plane. That'd be great.
Where are you moving? I forgot.
To a different plane.
Well, stop this. Stop this madness.
I'm moving. I'm going back to my hometown, which is in southwestern Ontario for a bit. Reconnect with family, and then after that, I don't know. I mean, the world will be my oyster. So, all right. So I might get some stuff if things are still available later. But I went pretty hard. But anyone who wants to be near Jimmy D, I'm gonna show you guys where I am because this is pretty cool. And I've got like some pretty interesting. And it just kind of worked out because I just really like that Mong's build that we had done for them.
Yeah.
So if we go over to DGen 1, and if you go north of Spawn, like within that first block, that's like basically, I bought up a little thing for us, Corey, that we can do some cool stuff there. Awesome. With this will be like our DGen 1 kind of headquarters. So
our outpost. Yeah, it'll be good. I wanna definitely get into the Portal Hub game and the gallery game at the same time.
Right? Yeah.
That would be really fun.
Let me see if I can.
It's like watching you two together. It's weird. It's like being here. I feel like you're a hamster.
And now you're a part of it. Now you're
like a hamster in a cage. Just like these guys are pretty cool.
So, right? I mean, rats in
cages.
Drinks
too much coffee and he yells at cicadas, but he's cool. Right.
I mean, well, it's hard. You're a rat trapped in a cage. You're trying to get off the wheel. The pumpkins are smashing. I mean, there's a lot of rage built up in there. You see
I feel like Billy Corgan.
Did you see what I did there, Nathan?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. I'm not good at multitasking, which is so Corey, you want to know how excited I was about this sale?
How excited were you about this sale?
I didn't show up until I got all the shit I wanted because I can't multitask.
I'm telling you, like that, like it's been really awesome having Nathan here for like, and like I was playing the videos for a little while, just cause, like, yeah, talk amongst yourselves, motherfuckers, because I'm buying some stuff.
Dude,
excuse my French. I keep forgetting that your munchkin is like right there.
No, she's in another room. We sent her away. But it's funny because I was like, I got off the Coliseum event. I went and I made a coffee, and then I even muted you, dude. That's how much focus I needed. Like I muted you guys on the on the website. I saw the video playing, and I'm like, yeah, you guys, you're dead to me. For the next 10-15 minutes, you are dead to me.
Often in life, do you I feel like you wish that you could do that to people for real.
I can.
Yes. Hey, bros. Brooke, say hi. Where you at?
Guys.
You're here. I didn't even expect you. That's fucking amazing.
Dude,
I like that you have like helpers behind your chair. That's great.
Yeah, I'm in boxers. Hi.
He's like Willy Wonka.
Trying to move the chair so you can see her, but I don't know where to go.
Pants it's such a gift. Pants are dumb.
All right. Yeah, so we were just talking about my little stronghold. This is you're right. Oh, Corey, there are tons of people in here. Yeah. So this is the Ken, this one's for you. This right here, I'm going to show you something really spectacular. You've probably never seen one of these before, but this little build right here, this is the Royal Mong's mansion, and this little thing, this spiral, we're calling this the Mong Dong.
Yes. Finally, we're getting an erection erected.
Right? Yeah, it was a long time coming, but it was a long time coming, but it went up in about a day or so.
Well, I mean, sometimes it could take 14 years or so, I hear.
Right? Yeah. So Corey, this is I got lucky, and I was a little bit freaked out. I didn't know because I Ethereum's kind of new and this whole thing, and it took me a while to figure out where to go and look. But this little 64 by 64, I'm pretty sure that we are the proud owners of that, which is right next to the mall, which is right across the way from Austin.
I actually bought I bought beachfront kitty corner to Austin, so we're gonna be able to expand right there.
Yeah, and so I picked up like all of this, all of these plots that go around here as well. Which is right north of Spawn. So like we're gonna be able to set up some cool galleries. Maybe we'll even put in some Nathan art. I mean, we can put in a dude, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say because I was into the little like build that you had contracted, Ken, for the Squid Games. That was really cool. That was super cool, man.
Yeah, shout out to 3D Douglas for building that.
Yeah, that was really good.
How do we do that? 3D? He should have a hand sign. I've tried to see a hand sign. I don't realize it. 3D? Yeah.
That's even better.
It looks like a bee.
That's very mobile.
No, I don't know. Dude, the geography for the map makes me want to see a water park so bad.
Right?
Yeah, man. DGen 1, it's such a beautiful map. All right. Well, shit. What else should we do?
Did you check? I was preoccupied. Did you check whether they're viewable in enter.TheUplift yet? I'll do that.
Yeah, you know what? My player account, I think I actually did send one there though. The account that I had Ethereum in it is not the one that I linked to enter.TheUplift, so they're not going to show up. But I did just send one there.
I'll check mine.
Oh, sorry, I'm making
this is going to let me.
Out of curiosity, Corey, knowing what you know now, would you have started on Ethereum and then segued to Wax? Or
not at all. No.
Okay.
It's a good question. I was like,
yeah, no, it is. It's important. There's no way, like, the microtransactions, Upliftium, all the different things that we're doing that are part of the play to earn functionality of it. We just simply could not do that on Ethereum. We wouldn't have tried. Right? It just doesn't make sense. Now, that said, we're going to have a situation where we're going to be able to mint an Upliftium NFT on Ethereum but it's going to be for like 100 million.
Right. I figured. That's what I was going to say. Probably like a withdrawal limit to make it make sense.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I think we're going to have that ability kind of anywhere, right? So this is where it's going to get really weird. You're going to be able to take Ethereum, buy one of these Uplift NFTs on Ethereum, bring it into the game, right? And then crystallize that back out on Solana, right? So, we're a custodial bridge, but we're still a bridge.
Dude, Ethereum just got way cooler.
Especially considering like the second they heard we were coming, they're like, hey, bros, we're going to just take the gas fees and make them fucking tiny for an hour. Do you think gas fees are like $1?
You got one through at 93 cents.
Yeah.
Wow, it's starting to feel like 2000 and
it's literally what Nathan said. That's literally what
I said 2019, but it happened in both times for sure. I mean, it was just like that span of time was like nothing. It was like nothing.
Yeah, no, I remember sending ETH, swapping it for ETH Classic back and forth, and it was like fractions of a penny, and it was like I'm making like 50% a day in trading because I was just counter trading ETH and ETH Classic for like a month.
Interesting.
I was using Jack's wallet with the shapeshift function, so it was sort of like no exchange. You know what I mean? I was just like in my wallet using shapeshift to swap ETH to ETH Classic. Whenever ETH went up 10%, I'd get rid of it for ETH Classic. Whenever ETH Classic went up 10%, I'd get rid of it for ETH.
Wow.
There you go.
I like imagine that. I can't even wrap my mind around the fact that ETH Classic went up. I mean, we've been like so long, right? Like it's been what? That's like 5-6 years now. Like things have changed. Oh, how they've changed.
Well, if and or when ETH 2.0 comes out and totally breaks everything, ETH Classic will be there to pick up where they left off.
Yeah, I'm still sitting on a little bag of ETH Classic.
You never know.
It's actually one of the only coins I consider like the true. You know, people like BTC or whatever. BCH is the true Bitcoin. I'm like, I don't really care for that philosophical debate. But ETH Classic versus ETC is the original Ethereum. That is Ethereum.
Yeah.
ETH is now Ethereum evolved. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're planning on having
Ethereum 2.0,
right?
Yeah, dude, I'm excited, dude. I can't wait. Like, I think ETH 2.0 will probably be like the next big precedent in the space because I don't know what comes after like where we're at right now with all the hype and momentum. I really do want to put it on put the pressure on ETH 2.0 because that's the catalyst for the next bull run. We need it.
I think you're right. Like getting the how much economic momentum Ethereum has. Times the proof of stake, speed and functionality that we all know already, right? Like we're so used to it, could really just be, the way mass adoption starts happening. And again, even that will start capping out a little bit, but that when there's like 100 times more people in the ecosystem.
I think Ethereum's pulling like an Apple here. Like they have 2.0 ready to go. They just keep dangling it like a feature coming soon type thing. Like, oh, now we have fingerprint scanner. We're like, dude, the Samsung's had that for 5 years. You could have just done that 4 phones ago. Like, nah, we saved it for the right occasion. I think ETH 2.0 is sort of going to be like that. They're waiting for the right occasion.
Watch it. The chart bottoms out and they're like, yeah, hold our beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same thing happened with CryptoKitties.
Well, and it'll
broke Ethereum. They were like, "Oh, we don't know if we have a scaling solution." Waited till the fucking worst part. Well, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we can fix
100%. It's going to be after all of the big institutions fill their bags, right?
That's I was going to mention. It's not just us peer pressuring them into 2.0. It's institutional pressure now. They have corporations invested in their little foundation where they're, hundreds of millions of dollars in lawyers, and they're like, all right, we need to make the companies that invested in us happy because fuck the people. It's like the company. So I think institutionally, ETH is under the most pressure, more so than Bitcoin because Satoshi doesn't care what anybody thinks,
right? 100%. Hey, Zmogus, apparently some plots are showing up without their coordinates. If that's still the case, maybe give it an hour or so to kind of percolate through the system. But obviously, if it's still like an issue tomorrow, let us know and we'll take a look at it. I mean, it all should show up. It's like we might be slamming an API in a new and fun way. I haven't looked at all mine yet, so I don't know if that's going to be if I'm going to be going through the same thing. But either way, dude, we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, consider it Plots Anonymous for now.
Right?
It's so weird. That's right. Yeah, we need memes. Plots Anonymous memes. I like it. It's so weird looking at it from, OpenSea. We're used to looking at it, in Atomic or Nifty, like all of the attributes and stuff like that. Like, it's bizarre seeing our NFTs on, OpenSea. And like, dude, like I'm just blown away by this little 3D card thing. Like that's brilliant. Shout out to Dennis for coming up with that concept, right? Like
right.
They're amazing.
Yeah, you know what? I have one where it says content not available yet, and it's not pulling the information on it. So that's just, what are you gonna do? Oh man, I think some people are there's a 32 on sale right now for 0.2 if you want to buy a specific location. Good job, bad girls. What's up?
6 feet deep. Keep digging, bro.
Like,
yeah, there you go.
Building, that's awesome, right? Like, it's
OpenSea is rate limiting us. Chris, can you come back on and tell us what that means?
Nice.
Because fuck that shit. Also, Grandy Geek letting us know they're
OpenSea was like, "You're minting too much too fast, young man. Calm down."
Right? It's like, what do you think you are, Bored Apes? Not yet.
Do they want people to like use NFTs in crypto or not? I mean,
I don't know, man. You'd think that they would. I like that the color is a little bit different. I just noticed that between Ethereum and TGen1.
Sad fact, OpenSea was one of the first companies to go like full on banning IP addresses from countries, like India and Asia and stuff, where they were just like, "Oh, you're there, you can't use us, ha ha ha." And even VPN services signed on for that. So if you use a VPN to use OpenSea, both your VPN and OpenSea are working together to make sure you can't do that.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Wow.
Miss Tuttle. Nathan would like to wave at you for a minute.
Hey.
So yeah, what is this rate limiting? What?
So it's not that uncommon, but it has to do with them updating our metadata. So it'll affect how long it takes for a plot to show up on OpenSea itself, and probably some of the metadata as well. We will check into any instances where there's no location, but I'm guessing those will update too if you just give it a little bit of time. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. You see it with some projects. That's one of the reasons that projects that have a big delayed reveal, they often get stuck because it's suddenly time for everyone to refresh their metadata, and it gets limited, and then it takes them 2 days before they finally reveal everything. And it can be a painful, drawn-out process sometimes. But yeah, we're minting through our own site and through the contract that we have, so like that won't affect the minting or the sale or anything like that. You can go ahead with it.
All right, so yeah, Nathan was asking me how I was doing. This is for some reason the moment when my attention is actually starting to like fuck, we kind of did it.
Yeah, we did.
It's climax.
Huh.
That's good. So I'm watching the map screen now, and like the maps are starting to be updated, which is pretty cool. You can see like some of the plots are coming through as being sold, some of them aren't yet. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see what this looks like in an hour, and like when we can actually
even get, tomorrow, right? Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what's available. Yeah, so I mean, Chris, is the plan still to just kind of leave this up until it's done?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, cool. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Like,
right?
Best case scenario maybe would have been selling out in 10 minutes, but in some ways that's not the best case scenario. Because when that does happen, you've got suddenly a big secondary market spike, and you have a bunch of people who buy plots at the top, and then you have a bunch of unhappy people whose expectations are aligned with a much more expensive asset than what you just sold them at a day before, right? Yeah. So like this is better, and like I feel like at this pace, like you say, it'll be a couple of days. And especially as long as everyone can get in world and play. Like I know once I get on my first couple of plots in DGen1 and put out my borders, I'll see that I want to buy one of the neighboring plots.
Yeah.
Right. And like everyone getting a couple of plots, like these are small compared to the plots on Wax as well, right? They're 32 32s instead of 50 by 50s. So like having two in a row is a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Or even finding out where your friends are, right? Like it's gonna take a while for us to find out who our neighbors are and who the neighbors we want to be beside, right? Like I have no idea where you are, Chris, but if there's plots available, like I might want to grab one, right? Like grab one over by Nathan or something. Like it takes a while when you're stressed out trying to get that one location. It's like a couple days, I'm happy for it, honestly. Like
yeah, you don't have to worry about scalpers. You actually have like genuine end users playing it instead of people coming in and the game they're playing is flipping, right? I always stay cautious when I see a project sell out too fast because I'm like, wow, this was for scalpers. It was a secondary market intentional instead of like direct to end user. This is way more direct to end user.
Exactly, right? And because we're letting people pick out their plots, there has been a benefit. Like the people who jumped on in the first couple of minutes were able to get some of the big plots and some of the plots close to spawn. And those plots are going to be valuable for a long time to come. And so I expect...
Your mic just went out, Chris.
How about now?
It was almost there for a second.
Too much alpha. You're not allowed to.
Anything else?
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay. I spilled coffee on it this morning, so it might be time. Where was I, though?
That is a
good question.
People were able to pick their plots. If you were in early enough, you were able to get the 64, maybe close to spawn, things like that.
Right, and so even if the sale's up and running, the people who got those big plots or the spawn plots can start putting up a price and dropping that price and trying to figure out what other people are willing to pay for those spawn plots or those larger plots.
Good luck
right?
getting
So
any of my 64s this year. Yeah, no, it'll be 6 months from now. And I'll have some art build before I put any of those up for sale. And this is the thing too, like selling any now before we get to the point where they can be like true one of ones is absurd to me, right? Especially considering, like, so again, like for anybody that doesn't know, that the goal was to try and have that done now. We didn't, obviously we're that's not the case right now, right? There's still the generic NFTs, but they're actually ready. They're already prepared to get converted into one of ones, and that's going to happen automatically once we launch that feature. So it's actually going to show if I don't know if we decided we do the 2D map or the 3D map. Hopefully both, frankly, if you could swap them out. I don't know how that works, but
yeah, well, this gives us a tiny bit of breathing room too to decide, because I think we can do 2D or 3D. The biggest issue with the 3D maps is that people's builds in front of you might obscure your build.
Yeah.
And so we can do a render of these maps from different angles and offer people different angles as options. I don't know if we'll have that from day one or if we'll just do one 3D angle and then later on let people choose a new option on enter.theuplift, accept that, and then go over to OpenSea, hit refresh, and have it update with the new angles. So.
It'd be amazing too. And this, I'm totally jumping questions. And Mackie, we'll get to your thing because that you can't do that. Just to answer your question really quickly, whitelisting people on DGen 1 and ETH, that's not going to be available for a couple of days. So.
Real quick though, and if you do have an embassy plot, if you're a project with an embassy plot, we're still doing the manual whitelisting for that, so you can still get some people in to build on your plot. But if you've bought a plot, it's going to be just a couple of days for that automatic system to come on.
And that brings up the other part of that, which was labeling them. Flo let us know that wasn't going to be ready this morning. So Mac, thank you so much for bringing that up, just so that people are aware of it. Again, just one more time. The feature that we're all used to on Wax, where you can whitelist up to 8 people on your plot, and you can rename your plot so you can stay organized, which is something I still need to freaking do, frankly, for most of my plots, is not available right now, and it won't be available for a couple of days. But it isn't going to take very long. Like it's it's not going to be weeks down the road. It should be ready fairly quickly. Yeah.
Awesome. I might jet again, but feel free to shout at me if you need me for any other questions.
No, I think that's perfect. I think I might hang out with the boys here for a couple of minutes, and then I might go to bed. I've been stressing about this for 2 months.
Are you sure you're not sleeping right now and this isn't just a dream?
No, I'm not at all sure of that.
Right? Corey wakes up tomorrow and it's like, oh, the sale's next week.
Right, I get to do it all over again.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Random fun facts.
A game, and you're probably a part of a game.
We all know it. This is we're just making the next level of simulation, right? We're in one. We're gonna make another one, and this is just rabbits all the way down.
It's like pointing a mirror in a mirror. Like it's just gonna eventually. What is reality?
I'll see.
See you, Chris.
Bye.
Yeah. Well, thanks for popping in, guys.
Thanks for
fam.
you.
Freaking love you, dudes.
Love you. Love you.
Love you too, Brooke.
I think she can hear you because these headphones are so loud. It's probably damaging my hearing.
Oh, I definitely don't want to damage your hearing. I'll just wait like this.
That's why I try to keep one ear like off in case that does make me go deaf. I'm only halfway deaf.
That's smart. Good. Super smart.
Do that anyway. I do it when I'm recording so I can hear what my actual voice sounds like. It's weird.
I just like hearing my surroundings. Like I don't drive, but when I did drive, I would always drive with the window down just so I could hear the outside world. Like I don't know how people can drive with their windows up and music blasting. I'm like, you couldn't hear a car screeching behind you if it was about to rear end you if your life depended on it.
Mate, there's people here who drive with headphones in, and it it matters.
That should be illegal. That should be illegal.
It should be, right? Yeah.
It's not okay. You have a stereo in your car. I would hope so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know some people don't, and I'm not shitting on you if you don't. All I'm saying is, if you can afford like an iPhone with headphones, you probably have a car stereo or some speakers. So use your Bluetooth.
That is an epic machine, sir.
Oh, cool. You have the Cappy thing?
I feel like Ethereum Uplift on Ethereum just got christened, right there.
Yeah, this is like breaking the champagne bottle on a ship.
Yeah, 100%. I think Ken, this is a tradition now, though. I don't think we're gonna be able to launch on any new chains unless you come on and christen them when we do it.
Right.
I will be here for it, man. I'm here for the interoperability, bro.
Excellent.
That's mid-play. Mid-play is taking this interoperable. Everything that took off this year took off because it did its own thing in its own way. But just like how Uniswap pretty much created DeFi with the ability to swap and interoperability in that sense, I think the next step is going to be the same thing. I don't know what the Uniswap of interoperable NFTs looks like, but that's the next thing. And that's all due to work like what you're doing with Uplift. So the next thing is coming because of you, bro.
Oh, hopefully that's true, and hopefully we do a good job.
I feel true. Like there's money to be made by somebody doing it, and the only reason there's money to be made by somebody doing it is because people are already doing what you are doing it. So like you're making a space where there is opportunity for people to contribute outside of what you're doing to contribute to exactly what you're doing, and that's what Uniswap saw. And I think that's whatever the next thing is, we'll see that, and it will be inspired by what you're doing. Hopefully we see Bored Apes playing with Wax after this. I would love to see the OG Ethereum metaverses dabbling into interoperability as well, but I don't know. It's a odd maximalist mentality. I feel like if you start on ETH, you just kind of stay there.
It's true. And yeah, we're going to be everywhere.
And you're the reason I ended up on Wax.
I'm really excited about that. Like that, like the kind of Grand Central Station in the Uplift, right? Like the Dome of Domes. I could picture it really, really well in my head, like what that's going to look like when there's 5 or 6 different blockchains with 50 plus partner projects. Each one, they're all going to be connected. You're all going to be able to walk from one to the other in the worlds. I think it's going to be a good start for this kind of journey into kind of ending the rampant maximalism and tribalism.
It's so weird. Somebody's gonna be able to I'm gonna just walk from Binance to Wax to Ethereum.
What I would like to see is sort of that same maximalist mentality, sort of like in sports, right? Like nobody is as big of a fan of football as a whole as they are a fan of their team. Like they're more of a fan of one team than they are the sport as a whole. And I want to see that flip to where it's like the sport has the majority fan base rather than dividing it into in particular teams. And with all these altcoins and projects and blockchains, it's only a matter of time till interoperability contributes to that moment where people stop cheering for one team and start cheering for the sport as a whole.
Yeah.
It's also the only time a lot of adults ever live in the moment. I think it's when they're watching something that enthralling. I don't know. It's just some weird. I'm in a weird state of mind. Don't listen to me. I'll shut up.
No way, dude. No way. All right, hey, Chain guys, if you're listening, I got to your DM. Obviously, we're hanging out right now.
Come hang out with us.
Right? Yeah, no, they didn't have. They were trying to get some Ethereum into their MetaMask wallet, and they didn't have it. So I'm just buying them a couple plots that they wanted.
Coinbase.
Oh, that's some bro shit.
I know.
You know, you do what you can, man. Like,
Coin.
it's cool. It's cool having them around.
Is this a survival plot, by the way, or is this creative?
So where you are in DGen 1 is survival.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we've got like where NFT the movie and ApeSwap and all those guys are. That's Ethereum, and that's creative.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we did both again just so that people could find their homes. And really, like, kind of the newer to the Uplift projects tend to kind of want to move towards Ethereum just because the creative thing for making stuff is just a lot easier. But I mean, you go look at the foot traffic and the action in DGen 1, and it's 10 times what Ethereum is, right?
Right. Oh, wow. I was going to ask you about that.
What's that, Jimmy?
No, like all of the people in there right now, like running around still in DGen 1, like it's huge.
Yeah, no, there's going to be a lot of action there for sure.
Awesome.
For sure. But I mean, the builds in Ethereum are going to be amazing, and we're going to see lots of events happen there, right? So it's going to end up working itself out.
It's a metaverse.
You seem like you feel good, Corey.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I was definitely a little uptight for the last couple weeks.
I want to do something with Jimmy. We used to do this when we had a show together. Jimmy, what do you hate?
We already kind of went over it, but I don't hate
potatoes.
No. It was just like finding time to not be chirped at in the back of my ear, right? Like I like chirping, but I just don't like being chirped at. It was good. Like we had the biggest crowd, cheering for the PvP event Coliseum people, outside my window this morning. So it was great.
That's fun.
Silver lining.
Crowd goes wild.
No, I love when you get mad at nature for some reason.
Right? Because I'm not the type of person that does that yet, right? if like, there's probably some so if you ever want to see me get mad at nature, take me to a golf course because I sometimes beat trees with golf clubs, right? Like,
man, I totally want to see this. Right? I think I've played golf once, and I was drunk enough that I can't remember any of it. But I would totally play golf again just to watch you beat the shit out of trees, like that.
Right, and this is just so that we're clear, this is how I play golf. I play golf in sandals, so I can take them off on the green and walk around in bare feet to putt. Right?
That's, you feel the shot.
Right. I think the four of us should go golfing somewhere sometime. Like that would be perfect, right?
Right. And we should just get whatever Nathan is on and just bring a giant pile of that.
It's powerful.
And just be one with nature. Although we could just skip the golf course.
I went like this today, and then
I feel like you just inspired somebody who bought a plot to build a golf course on their land today. I'm just saying, guys. Yeah. That might have been like subliminal as hell, but I caught it. Who's gonna make a back nine on their plot?
Yeah, and each hole could have a sign where you're claiming.
Oh no, make it 21 holes because 21 is sort of like the crypto number, thanks to Satoshi.
I mean, you could probably do something cool with like flight and like Nathan said, punch signs where you've got jump off of a cliff and glide your way down, and you've got a certain number of tries to do it. Like I don't know.
Thinking the body is the golf ball?
Really cool.
Yeah, gravity golf. We just created gravity golf.
There you go. And you can use snowballs to kill. I'm just thinking, like, how do you sort of register a hit, right? So it's like, it's almost more like frisbee golf might be a thing. So if you could have snowballs that like hit something that actually will react to it, I don't know if you can do that.
You have these signs floating.
There was that one plot in Genesis where they were using arrows to shoot something to open up trap doors when you were riding the cart. So definitely you could do that at some point.
That's cool. That's cool. I like it.
Did you guys ever play that Portal game? I forget what system it was for. It was like you had two guns, and like one would shoot one type of portal, and the other
like a blue one and then like an orange one.
Portal.
Yeah, I love, dude. That game is my shit. That's what that makes me think of when we're talking about gravity golf type thing.
I like it. like it a lot.
I played the first level of that game for probably an hour, just so stoned and just amazed by it.
Like, is there a way in Uplift to jump into a portal that sends you somewhere else? So like you climb something, you jump in, and then you're just going,
100%.
So that's the golf game right there.
You can set up portals that are horizontal.
That's dope.
Right?
13 horizontal holes of human golf.
Yeah. No, that I mean, and I think was it Art Vending Machine did that where they have they had like an art fall where you basically dive off this big platform. And they put a bunch of pictures because, of course, you can go right through the pictures or whatever, right? So you basically like fly through pictures on your way to the ground, and right on the ground is a portal, and it just spits you out somewhere else.
You guys want to meet the youngest DGen in Uplift?
Yes. Yay! Hello.
Hey.
It's like, who are these weirdos?
I'm just kidding.
Like, that guy's got more hair than Daddy.
It's on his face.
Yep.
Right.
He's like a young Ram Dass.
Right, but way less gray. Ken's really good at keeping the gray away. I'm not so much.
Yeah, I got some gray. I got like weird gray eyebrow hairs.
That's the whole thing.
I have a couple gray hairs.
A few of them.
I mean, eyebrows are fun. They're one of my favorite things because it's not easy to be able to do this.
You do got some eyebrows.
Oh wow, that changes everything.
That's a whole thing, man.
Wow, it's like two different people,
dude. You have your own disguise right on your face.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's amazing.
What happens.
Oh man.
It's what happens when I don't have enough money for a proper tip. I just do that and walk out of the restaurant. And they're like, "You didn't tip yet." I'm like, "It wasn't me."
It wasn't me.
Jesus, dude.
I just thought maybe like, I'm sorry I can't give you this tip, but look what I can do. And then people are like, "Oh my god, that's so amazing. That's better than any tip."
Right?
No, not really. It's a terrible idea.
I'm just confused after that. Like this just fucked with my brain. You have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think you're the same way. Like sometimes when you're pissed, now I'm gonna doubt you.
I feel like you can do anything to like a waiter nowadays, thanks to like TikTok. They'll just assume they're being recorded and this is like a prank and they're gonna go viral or something.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people in society are doing that now because it just you never like people I think more so assume they're walking content than just like regular people in the world these days because a lot of their reactions like you ever watch the TV show Impractical Jokers?
Yeah,
it used to be good until the whole world sort of woke up to, oh, I'm probably being recorded. Like, we're not idiots anymore. Yeah, it was more fun before the world came to like a majority consensus of, oh, this is content. This ain't real.
Yeah, everybody knows like, hey, there's these 4 dudes and we know what they look like. And if they come up to you and they say some weird shit, you're probably being recorded. Like, we know your faces now. How do they even get away with that anymore?
No, that's what I mean. Nobody can, though, because of content like that. It's like desensitized reality to where realities people are always acting instead of just being.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think the Mushroom Tower ladies went frickin' crazy. All the land around their build up in the north of Ethereum is frickin' blocked out. Looks like they bought it all.
Ooh, Mushroom Forest.
That's some hardcore shit, ladies.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see what empires people build. Right, like the 32 by 32 plots are nice. They're nice little size. And you have from the server floor to the top of the server. But like, if you can get 3 or 4 of those, and put them together, that's right. Like, Ken, how lucky do you feel to have been like one of the forefront people that got like a massive plot back in the Genesis days, right? Like, that's so big compared to like what we're throwing out now, right? Like,
yeah, no, I was just walking around with Corey in Minecraft the other day showing it off, and it's baller. It's baller.
So huge.
And so I
just built a house on my face in the sky.
Yeah, like you do. I mean, I think that's just fun.
You've blotted out the sun in like a large area.
That was kind of my fault. I made that Ken face way back in the day when we were kind of like willy-nilly pasting shit in. And so I went in there and pasted that giant face in the sky, and I do not regret it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill the ground with just like lantern blocks, so it just like glows like a disco floor at night.
Yes,
that's dope. You build like a reverse forest, like growing out of your face.
It kind of is
an upside down world, so it's like, you know, maybe dope. Or roots, like a bunch of roots and stuff.
Roots.
This. Why am I doing this?
I don't know. I do have some vines.
What is happening with my hands?
Things growing up there.
Am I a puppet?
I mean, aren't we all
pretty good though? Look at that.
I mean, free will is not a thing. It's all just we're all just deterministic engines running algorithms. So, like, you know, yours is just interestingly tweaked.
Yeah, it's definitely something's happening to it today. I think it's probably good though that we're all being fucked with and don't realize it. Do you want?
Well, I mean, every body is a universe of, you know, a big trillion living things within it at all times, in and on it. Right? So you aren't even you.
There's more like genetic material, right? There's more genetic material from bacteria in you than you are by like many orders of magnitude. Like, it's fucked up.
This is
crazy. You're only just a host for your gut. Like your gut probably essentially created you in some, or humans in a way.
I mean, you think the serotonin rushing through your brain is from your brain? It's not. It's from your stomach. Especially you right now, Mr. Nathan.
It's small because of the lights, but I don't know what I'm gonna say. But
yeah, Lisa, we'll have you on if you want to talk about free will. It very categorically, mathematically is not real. It feels like it's real, and that's fun, but free will is.
You can test it in a few ways. I'm a little fuzzy right now. So like one way you can do it, I guess, is like if you try like planning to walk a certain direction and you like instinctively go another way, like is it an instinct or did you plan?
No, the thing is like
there's a disconnect in your head and your body. If you
when you think you've made a decision, you've actually made it milliseconds in advance. You've already made it. Well, you're not even aware of what you're going to pick when your brain's already picked it, right? And that's just a bunch of electrical signals in your brain because we're all just running software on our meat robot.
Well, it's the same as any philosophical person that would say, like, you already have the answer inside of yourself.
I mean, that's the philosophical version of it. This is sort of the biomechanical version of it.
Yeah, your brain.
Meat robot degen build, anyone?
Yeah, I'm in.
Meat Puppets, by the way, good band from the 90s.
I do
Meat Puppets. Play the song Backwater. It's a good song. No?
No?
No? Didn't work. I'm still here. Not for long. We're all going to die one day.
Oh, eventually. What are you gonna do?
Not everyone, though. There will be people. I think
that's crazy.
Eventually, that will live forever.
So if you go to world maps, apparently the logos are up, so you can start to. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I'm gonna go back over there and see. I've never seen that actually. Holy shit! It's awesome. Oh my god! Hold on. So this is on world maps, guys, not the sale thing, but it's a good reference if you want to find places to get stuff.
Ooh. Oh,
that's cool. This looks fucking fantastic.
Yes.
See, this is Cats to Crypto. Their logo is very long, which is why it got put right into a square. So that didn't work out. But there you go. There you go.
Theo. I love Theo. NFT the movie.
The maze balls.
Why did left go right? Left house should have went left.
That's a good point.
True. I should have put him down in the bottom corner. Yeah, I don't know.
Because there's no free will.
I think there it is. I think I wanted them near King Pickle or something. And this is his nephew has a collection on Ethereum, so we put those up there. That looks great. That looks really, really good. There you go. Rainbow Mosho. Yeah, we definitely have to get the
people in there.
We have to fix the logos to make them square before we put them in our system, but we can fix that later. It's not a big deal. Hey, who's this motherfucker?
Oh, that's a powerful.
Why is it getting smaller the more you zoom in?
That's a really good question. I don't have a good answer for that.
Is that like?
I think it's just a static size.
You can never have something grasping for it.
I'm not mad about that.
Hey Corey, we could probably run a rail from like, yeah, you're just kitty corner from Spawn from where we were looking at, Ken. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
I see a 444 on the map. There's somebody's name, but that's a lucky number. Just so you know that.
Right. Shout out to Lisa. How is it thousands of creators are not watching this? In retrospect, there'll be millions of views. There's only 16 watching now. I agree. We're watching history unfold.
Give it
Again,
a shot,
just wait for 2 weeks when these map builds explode, right? One of the nice things about having degen, as part of the survival cluster is you don't have to go and mine it all out, right? You can go over to the shop list, you can check things out, you can pick up things, you can go and put your build up right away, right? This is kind of the first time that we've ever launched a survival world. Like, I guess, gratitude maybe, but this is really the first time that we've ever launched a survival world in full that's been plugged into this survival, cluster economy, which is going to be huge. We're going to see things go up ridiculously quick, and it's going to be amazing to see what this looks like on the 3D map version and in world, in a couple weeks even.
That looks all right, especially considering like once you get down there, you can still see the build. That's great. Oh, I don't hate that.
Yeah,
man, I didn't know you guys already had that build in there, Jimmy.
Yeah, so this is the I told you that's the Mong
Dog. It was just an example. No, that looks great. The pictures that I saw they look really good. Yeah, I was all worried. He was asking me like how they should build it or whatever. I'm like, just don't fuck up the land because it looks so amazing, like running through that valley and stuff. But like that build looks like it accentuates the land feature. Right.
In degen 1, you have to mine all that, right? You can't just like manifest
you can go to shops in other survival worlds and you can buy the materials that you need with Upliftium, and then when you port back over here, you can use those materials in degen.
Okay.
Part of that whole cluster.
Right? And it's only a matter of time. Like TC and other people are gonna have shops in degen 1 really fast, right? So you'll be able to go in and buy a bunch of stuff. But it's how easy is it to like go to Uplift and go to one of the shops and buy stuff there, right? You can always buy stuff.
Well, and that said, that like the resources in this map are you're gonna see a lot of people porting those over to the other survival worlds too, right? Because there's
like this is one of the only areas. I think there's a spot in Borvalis or Swineland, very small spot that has terracotta. This is like the area now for terracotta and stuff like that. So it's definitely it's gonna be a whole thing.
This is hilarious because like I can answer this question. Are you playing games because of free will, or are you executing an algorithm? I'm executing an algorithm. I would never play games if I hadn't met Corey, right? Like
yeah, so I mean the thing, it's almost like the simulation question, right? I mean, like, are we living in a simulation? Very likely yes. Does beer still taste good? Yeah. It kind of doesn't matter, right? Like I think for a lot of people, it's important to think that they have free will because that means they have agency. And we experience as these conscious things, we experience having agency, and that's a really good thing. It's just like the deeper down the rabbit hole you go, the more you realize that, it's your programming, even your agency and your consciousness is all a deterministic construct that was set in motion at the beginning of time.
And going back to here,
do we impose this on ourselves, or is it opposed in
No, physics does it.
That's really the question we're asking.
Yeah, no, it's physics. All the things we think we're doing on purpose is really just the physics of this universe coming to consciousness, and we're just passing through it.
And on the
is why the chicken crossed the road sort of like a philosophical quote for free will? Like,
no, it's a representation of fear.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Physics.
Fear.
I mean, that's at the bottom of every question. There is just the construct. and the energy that's flowing through it, and the rules that control it.
All of our thoughts are based on the fact that we're going to die one day, and that's it. And we're afraid of it.
I'm just gonna go do some free will experiments. I mean, they're not gonna mean anything because it's still just gonna be down to biomechanics. But it'll be fun.
I mean, on the topic of beer, though, if you've ever drank,
let's go back to the important shit. Beer.
If you've never drank non-alcoholic beer, you'll know that you don't have free will. Because why would anyone drink non-alcoholic beer? I mean, it tastes like horrible, right?
Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, you really, I mean, Greg's been sober for a long time. Uplift Greg, right? He's been sober for a long time. So like every once in a while, I've seen him have a no duels, and he's been like,
no duels is a cry for help.
That's sort of like arguing the debate over who drinks Coke Zero, like.
Yeah, right. I mean, I have Coke. My wife actually drinks
sugar-free Red Bull.
So it's a whole.
Who does that?
Thing.
Is that Coke? Like, do you guys have the Coke that's clear?
Diabetic, you can't have sugar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, clear Coke is an affront to nature. Like, what are you doing? Oh man, yeah, chain guys. I totally hear you, man. They're gonna say I
was waiting to eat, but I'm so hungry.
You should eat, dude. Well, then I should go. I actually haven't had any food yet today, so I think I'm gonna order myself some freaking Uber Eats or something. Have
yourself a nice New York strip.
Me too.
No, dude. If I do that, I want to hang out with you guys. We need to hang out again soon. Like we gotta like rain check on that the brunch.
You know Tatiana, right?
Yes.
Sounds fun. It sounds like a fun name.
She's having a thing next month, I think. I'll see if I can bring you as a +1.
All right. By all means, keep threatening me with a good time, my brother.
I'm excited.
Thank you guys so much for popping in, man.
People in real time, man.
What's that, Jimmy?
I'm excited to be able to hang out with people in real time. Less than a month, and I'll be on the same time zone as you clowns. It'll be great.
Where are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be in North America. I'm gonna be in Ontario for a bit,
yeah,
and then I'm nowhere. Maybe out west.
Ontarian.
Yeah.
That's gonna
stop by Miami.
I mean, it's all downhill from Ontario. You just jump on a skateboard and you're there, right? Like, that's what I've been told.
I'm gonna have a festival at my farm. We're gonna paint something cool, and I'm gonna have bands and people.
I would totally come to your farm festival.
Yeah.
Should we send Corey Uber Eats gift certificates? You definitely don't have to do that, but I love your freaking heart, Lisa Chandler. So yeah, chain guys, as far as the 24 hours thing is concerned, they had a hard time getting some Ethereum into their wallet on time. So they asked me to buy some plots for them. And so I did that. So they're waiting for the 24 hours so they can send me some Ethereum, and I'll send them the plots that we picked up in a line for them. So they got 3 like right next to they got a strip right next to the Meta Art Tower, which is pretty fucking tight. Like, that's well done.
I want a physical build contest. Is that just a scam to get people to build a house for me on my property?
Maybe, right?
Can I'll come and build a house on your property out of mud for you.
I'll let you build a 1-story house.
Boom.
The houses that I build are full of many stories, especially when we build them.
I see what you did there.
Puns should be illegal.
Yes.
So Corey, we'll probably be back for Monday morning and chill. Maybe we can go and check out what's been happening in these.
100%.
We also have another special episode coming up. One of our kind of members who's been a long time fan of the Uplift, Dolomite. He's going to come and he's going to join us. They're looking at a different metaverse project. They've got some. I guess their CEO is on the committee for the Bored Ape Yacht Club and stuff. So I'm pretty excited to tap in and figure out what's going on over there. So we'll see you guys next. I gotta go too. Everyone's got to eat. I mean, I'm degened out. So
right. Okay, man. There's some fun sales on OpenSea right now. You can buy an Uplift piece of land for 10 Ethereum. Rock and roll, you weirdos.
I'm gonna sell one of my pieces of land for 10 Ethereum.
Right?
I'm gonna buy 2 more pieces of land.
Yeah, no, it's it's gonna be an exciting year, man. I think like the rest of the year we go multi-chain. I mean, I think we're gonna have some fiat rails figured out for some fun stuff. I'd love to actually whip up a proposal and see if we can't, you know, fast track that as one of the next things that we do. I think the biggest thing now, well, here's one thing. I'm going to throw a proposal up and back it heavily where I want to have a symposium on the ways that we should focus on Uplift revenue to get to the first revenue share as quickly as possible. And the way that I want to gate it, I want it to be a Zoom call. And I want, you know, people with, you know, like over 500,000 Uplift DAO tokens to have access to it. I actually have bought 500,000 since we threw it out there. So basically just like people that want to be heavy hitters in the DAO, or if they are already, obviously the core team would be involved in that, but basically just kind of set of things. If you know, been waiting to buy some Uplift DAO tokens, you should go do it. And then come and be part of that. And we can brainstorm some ways to get some recurring revenue and some ongoing revenue. I mean, obviously the land as we go to these different blockchains, you know, that's one way to bring revenue in, but that's really like a one-time deal, right? I mean, like granted, like we can go out and get 1,000 more partner projects and create enough demand to kind of, you know, do more on each one of these worlds. And that's kind of how I think that the function should work. But I really want to start brainstorming how to make the Uplift an economic colossus. You know, that has a lot more activity going on than you know, just opening up new worlds. Anyway,
there's an exchange here that you can get a credit card from, and when you buy something with that credit card, they give you Bitcoin cash back. Now, imagine if we had fiat rails, one of Jimmy's crazy ideas. Imagine if we had fiat rails and sponsor projects came in and donated crypto, and when somebody bought somebody bought a plot in the Uplift, you know, they got cash back into their crypto wallet of tokens on that blockchain that were all donated from community member projects.
Go do it. Quit threatening me with a good time.
Like I don't
go sell that shit, son.
There's no free will. Corey spawns great ideas. That's what, you know, and Ken spawns like things that like would be impossible. And Nathan spawns charming good looks and degenerate personalities that are definitely not easy to escape. And apparently
this is entirely true. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And for everybody who, you know, is in the comments, thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Like, obviously it's a historic day. It really is. And, you know, again, like 2 months ago, we seriously didn't know if the Uplift was even going to still be able to be a thing. And here we are. And I'm going to get this show over before I start crying about it, because it's a big fucking deal.
Love you, bro. Everybody have a day.